one issue that affects 3 in every 4 menstruating women every single month and still does not have enough research done on it is PMS. We need to change the definition of PMS from that time of the month when women are irrational, scary monsters to that time of the month where they are undergoing some changes which are not under their control and just need a little more support. So this video is meant for both men and women, for the ones who menstruate and the ones who don't, because it is going to teach you how to take care of yourself or the ones around you in a little better way. I am Apurva Joshi, a foodie and a clinical nutritionist. You are watching a video by Unboxed Nutrition. A woman is asked, are you PMSing? It is about the time when she is overreacting or not really happy, depressed, etc. Now, is PMS only about such symptoms? Now, let's have a look at what all symptoms qualify under PMS. Now, even though the categorization of these symptoms under PMS is pretty much vague, but PMS broadly refers to the period just before your starting of your menstrual cycle when your progesterone level is high and estrogen level is low, and these in turn give rise to a lot of symptoms related to both physical as well as mental health. So the symptoms related to physical health can be somewhat like these, whereas the symptoms related to mental health can be somewhat like these. It is not necessary for every woman to face all of these symptoms, but many women face some level of many of these symptoms. So if you qualify under a few of these symptoms before your period starts every month, then you might be PMSing. PMS is a phase where your body is undergoing a lot of changes. It causes a drop in your serotonin levels, which makes you feel depressed or not as happy, which also causes release of certain compounds which increase the inflammation in your body and also increase the discomfort. It also releases some compounds which contract your uterus and give you a lot of cramps, and so on and so forth. So, for such a wide array of complex changes in your body, just a tub of ice cream or a bar of chocolate cannot be our only strategy to deal with PMS. So, let's have a look at some practical solutions today. First one is to make sure that you get enough sleep at night. Now, your body is going through a lot of changes and you really require rest to make sure that you heal from this very well. Now, if you don't get enough sleep naturally, then you can make use of something like ashwagandha, which calms you down and helps you sleep better, or any calming tea which also promotes good sleep. Switch off your lights prior to your bedtime and also make sure that you do not use any gadgets closer to bedtime. Second one is to make sure that we are giving our body enough nutrients to be able to deal with this phase in a better way. Now, what are these nutrients? First one, our serotonin levels are particularly low during this period, which makes us feel slightly depressed. Now, to boost our serotonin levels, we need an amino acid called tryptophan. So, to make sure that we have enough of that, we need to eat good quality proteins. Second one is magnesium. Now, around this particular phase, our muscles are contracting, giving us some cramps and stiffness around these days. Now, magnesium is one nutrient that helps in easing out this particular tension. It also helps in relieving you of constipation and helps you get better sleep. So, this particular nutrient is present in different nuts and seeds, pulses, and whole grains. Third one is calcium. Calcium is a mineral required in functioning of your muscles. So, this is also going to help in relieving the cramps and making you feel less pain. Calcium can come from different dairy products, seeds, green leafy vegetables, ragi, and dried fish. The third one is vitamin B, in particular B6 and B9, which is folic acid. Now, these two vitamins play a big role in your ovarian functioning. So, if you maintain a variety in your diet, which includes different whole grains, pulses, nuts and seeds, soya bean, dairy products, meat, fish, poultry, etc., then you should be getting enough of these two from your diet. The next one is vitamin D. Now, women who particularly have severe forms of PMS are known to have low levels of vitamin D. So, to make sure that you don't face severe symptoms, you can get enough sunshine or consider taking a supplement for vitamin D. Another thing that is particularly useful is good fats. Now, seeds in particular are known to have compounds called phytoestrogens, which really help in dealing with PMS. So, you can include good fats in the form of nuts and seeds. Also, omega-3 fatty acids coming from, say, fish oil or walnuts or flax seeds, etc. can be helpful in reducing the inflammation in your body. And evening primrose oil is another supplement that is known to help in relieving PMS. Vitamin E is another nutrient that is known to be anti-inflammatory and also helps in relieving the muscle cramps. If you get bloated around your PMS, then also make sure that you do not eat foods that contain a lot of sodium or salt, so that your body does not retain more water, causing you to bloat more. Now, Even though PMS is a phase where you are not really feeling that great and you are not very enthusiastic either, but exercise is one thing that can really boost you up. Now, exercise improves the blood flow across your body, it also relaxes some muscles, and it is overall going to help you in feeling better by improving your mental health. So, definitely, if you do not want to do a vigorous workout, at least go for a light walk or do some stretching, which is going to make you feel better. Another thing that can really help you is to maintain a diary of your symptoms. Now, say if you start trying some of these methods that we discussed today, some are going to make you feel great, some are not going to work as much as they do in other people. So, while you try this out every month again and again, you will figure out what are the things that exactly work for you, and you can come up with a whole schedule or plan around how to deal with PMS without any stress. And that sums up all the tips that we have learned about dealing with PMS or help somebody else deal with PMS in a better way. Now, what about our chocolate and ice creams? Where did those go in this whole list of tips? So you can still continue to eat small portions of these things to make yourself feel a little better, but in addition, definitely use some of the strategies that we have discussed today. I sincerely hope that this video makes your PMS a little easier next time. Now, if there is any woman in your life who faces PMS every single month, then please share this video with her and make it easier for her too. I have done a whole series of women's health videos previously. If you have missed out on some, please find them in the comments or caption below. If you found any of these videos useful, please let me know and I'll be very happy to create some more for you. And with that, I wish all of you ladies a very happy Women's Day. Let's grow together and get stronger every single day. Stay tuned to my future videos. Please hit the follow or subscribe button.